Welcome to Transform Your Mind, Body, and Spirit with Lisa Dwoskin. Lisa has been a fitness professional for the past 20 years, as well as a fitness competitor. She is now a life coach and is ready to help educate and guide you with nutrition, exercise techniques, and positive mindset. You may call in to ask Lisa any questions about how you can jumpstart your very own transformation and become a better you. Call in at 888-565-1470 or visit her website at lisadwoskin.com and Facebook BBL Fitness. Do you want to be healthier, happier, and live a longer and more fulfilled life? Let's get ready to transform your mind, body, and spirit and emerge to a new you.
Hi, welcome to 1470 AM, Transform Your Mind, Body, Spirit with Lisa Dwoskin. This is my brand new show on every Monday at 5 p.m. And I'm super excited that it's on every Monday because I absolutely love Mondays. I know so many people really hate Mondays and they always look forward to the weekend. And my show is I'm here to teach you how to live for today and enjoy the moment and not wait for Friday to come to enjoy your life. Forget about yesterday, forget about tomorrow, and just live for the moment. And raise your level of consciousness and be more mindful of just living in the moment and being happy. So my first guest here with me today is a very good friend of mine. He's one of the world's greatest football players of all times, the legend, the great Mr. Lawrence Taylor. Woo!
Yeah, all right.
Thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure to be here, Lisa.
Thank you.
Just, when you asked if I would come on the show, I am not the big workout guru, that's not my thing, but you have helped me over the years transform my body, so I thought it was be only right that I come in and help
thank you. You remember my spinning classes you came to? Those were awesome.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now, was your football practice harder or my spinning classes?
Football practice is always going to be it's going to be, physical. Yeah. And back in those days, when I was 26 and 27 and 30 and all that, I could run all day.
Right.
I'm 56 now, so I can't run all day like I
used
to.
You look great.
Well, I've been able to, for a while I let it go and I got up to 310 pounds and stuff, and over the last 6 to 10 months I've been able to bring it back down
you look good.
And just like you said, like in your book, you talk about it's a mindset and that you have to transform your body, and you want to transform your mind also. And I realize after a while, a lot of things happen and stuff, that you always feel better.
Yeah.
And you act better, and you just interact better when you're doing something a little bit physical and give your body a chance to transform. I guess is the word you're looking for.
Well, I posted the picture of us from the Halloween party, and I must have had 50 people complimenting you on your weight. They were all like, "Oh my God!" People who knew you from the gym, they think you look great. I think you look great.
Well, I still got some to go, but I tell you, I feel a lot better. Last year this time, God, I was 310 pounds and thinking that hey, I'm looking all right for 50-something years old. But when my best friend had a heart attack, quadruple bypass, and that's when I said, listen, hey, we're gonna have to start getting this weight off, and as you get the weight off and you start doing thinking better, you're eating better, you just see life a little bit better, and you start to look at yourself and say, listen, hey, you know what? hey, I like what I see. And if you like what you
Exactly.
see, then
I think
keep it that
working
way.
out definitely longevity of life helps you so much for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
always
great. I used to
possible.
have fun when you came to the spinning classes with your friend Brent, you said?
Yeah, Brent was a lot of guys that I still go to spin class now. I go maybe once or twice a week.
At the gym, my old
no,
gym.
no, I go to LA
different.
Fitness. More women over there.
Oh, it's okay. Now that I'm not there, he doesn't go there anymore.
But we go over there and we work out, and I try to get in like once or twice a week. Try to get him in.
Well, that's good.
And so, but this is always a real bad time for me because it's football season, so I'm
Yeah.
travel a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm on the road a lot, so I don't get the I can't work out every day because like I say,
But when you travel, do you walk or do you go to the hotel gym or do you do
It all
something?
depends. I mean, usually the hotel has a gym, and you like to maybe get some 30 minutes or 40
Yeah.
minutes in there somewhere. But sometimes is available. When it's available. Sometimes, you know what? Hey, you start at 8 o'clock in the morning. So,
Oh, and then you go the whole day, so you're tired.
But I play a lot of golf.
Yeah.
I'm on the golf course a lot.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
walk the
talk
golf
about that.
course, So we do a lot of different things.
Okay. Before I ask you a couple of important questions, I just want to tell the viewers and the listeners, we met about 15 years ago, like I said already, when you took my spinning classes. But what I want everyone to hear about you is everyone knows you as this great football player, this strong guy who tackles everybody and does everything. I know you as, instead of the New York Giant, the gentle giant.
I don't know him.
Sorry if I'm going to ruin your reputation
we're
here,
not
but...
we're not gonna let that happen.
Wait, I just got to say one thing.
Okay.
When I had my heart surgery when I was 35, and you and I had become friends already, yeah, and that's in my book, so I talk a lot about that. It was a big turning point in my life, my health. And I was gone for a couple months, so you were wondering where I was in the spinning class, and you asked my husband at the time. So I remember one day walking into the gym, you were working out, and you took me by the arm and sat me down on the couch for like 30 minutes. Do you remember that?
I do.
You talked to
nice
me.
little conversation.
Yeah,
Nice
and
little conversation.
you were so concerned about how I was 35, had heart surgery, I was in great shape, and just what I want to share with everyone is your compassion and your soul, because what I teach is about mind, body, spirit, and for people to be better people and happier people and healthier people and love themselves. What I see in you is such a beautiful soul, and you really touch my heart, and that's why I would do anything to help you. You help me. We're great friends, but you're like the big teddy bear, gentle giant that I really care
Well,
about.
to a point. Everything to a point. Everything is to a point. But like I say, generally, I pretty much get along with people. And I'm a type of person like this. To rub me the wrong way, you got to really work at it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to really work at it, rub me because I am not the type of person that's going to. I'm not going to listen to a bunch of foolishness in the first place. But
And don't bother you when you're playing golf either, like I did the other day.
But I treat people the way they treat me. I mean, and sometimes better than they treat me.
Yeah.
But I genuinely like people. I like positive people that always got something going. That's always and just always happy, just happy.
Oh.
I mean, just happy. I mean, I don't like a lot of complaining because, man, listen, everybody can sit and complain all day.
Yeah.
You know what? And I hate a lot of complaining. Guys say, listen, it is what it is. Let's make it work. And I look at myself. When I am the most what's the word I'm looking for? I just really mad at myself, disappointed at myself, like if like, shoot, like when I was weighing 300 and some pounds stuff, listen, guys, I don't go that route. I've always, had my weight under control and stuff, been, heavy at times, but I keep it under control. And then in the back of those days, I really didn't like myself. So I didn't like if you don't like yourself, how else anybody else gonna like you?
That's everything right there.
So, and so the thing was to get happy again with myself. And there's only been 2 times in my life that I can remember that I did not like the person I saw in the mirror. My first time was back there in the early 90s when I was, or late 90s when I was doing drugs.
Yeah.
I didn't like the person I saw.
No, of course.
I did not like him.
You didn't even know probably who he was.
I didn't like him.
Right.
And when I got to 300 some pounds, I did not like that person.
Now, how did you start to like yourself again? Because that's what I teach about, but I want to hear how do you learn how to love yourself again?
Well, I mean, how you learn, you just got to be able to trust yourself again. Listen, I knew, like as far as when I was 300 some pounds, I mean, I knew, hey, that's not my makeup. I know I had it inside me that I can lose the weight. I know I had it inside me that I could go out there and start working out again.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be a long road, but listen, at the end of the day, it's 1 day down, it's 2 days down, it's 3 days down. Before you know it, it's a month down, it's 2 months down.
Yeah.
And so,
but it's a belief that you have in yourself.
You got to believe in yourself, like I said. Yeah. But I had lost that because I've gone to stages where I say, yes, I'm going to lose so and so such and such pounds. You know what? Never got out the couch.
Right. Well, you got to decide to do it, and that's it.
Never made an effort to do it.
Mm.
So the biggest thing, like I said, then you don't trust yourself again. Mm. You don't trust yourself. I don't listen. I say a lot of things, but I just don't trust myself, because I won't do. I know I won't do what it takes to get it done. But I've always been in my life. I've always been able to do what it takes to get it done.
Yeah.
And so that's when you get disappointed in yourself again.
Yeah.
But once I got that back and started, I don't care if it's just 10 minutes a day.
Right, something,
20 minutes a day.
Of course.
Just do something.
That's what I tell everybody. Do something. Once a day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Anything to make yourself feel better. But everything, now I know why we get along so well, because everything you're talking about is what I live for. And this is why I have this show, and this is what I'm teaching about. So I'm so glad you're my first guest.
But see, my thing is this, like playing football or life in general, whatever, I feel that they don't come no stronger than me. I mean, for us, I can handle it. I got great motivation. I got great determination. I mean, I got it. And certain things happen to you, and you, like say, you begin to not believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself. So
you gotta pick yourself back up.
But once and it happens.
Of
but
course.
Once you're able to, pick yourself back up,
right,
and get off the floor and get it done.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's a great feeling, and it's one of those things you'll never have to worry about it again, because you know you got it in you. Never have to worry about it.
When you talk about how strong you are, everybody listening knows how strong you are on the football field. Would you say that your mind being strong is more important than anything else?
Well, I think mentally, I'm as strong as they come.
Yes,
mentally.
And that's why you were so successful.
Well, that's mental. That's why I'm successful too. But mentally, not just. I mean, I've been able to overcome a lot of different things. That because mentally, stronger than the next man. I can handle it. It does. Like I told you before, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to make me shake or to put me in a position where I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. It takes a lot.
Now, have you always been that way? And this leads up to my first very important question. Did you know when you were a young boy, like between 5 and 10 years old, let's say, did you know you were meant for greatness, that you would be something great? I know I am.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't think of it like that. When I was young, it's just trying to survive when you're young.
Yeah.
I know that I am going to be able to handle whatever comes, what life ever brings. I know I'll be able to handle it. I didn't really start thinking around those terms of
greatness.
Yeah, until I was, in my teens.
Now, when did you start playing football? When you were how old?
I was, I guess I was a junior in high school.
And when you started, did you know when you started right away how good you were?
No,
or did it come?
It took a couple of days.
Couple days? No, but were you always practicing and driving and determined, and when everyone was out having fun, were you on the field practicing? Was it something that came easy, or
it's something that I guess I was born to do it, so to speak. But I mean, I guess that my father was a fighter, and my mother was a fighter, and everybody worked hard, and the town I grew up in Williamsburg, to get the better things in life, you gotta work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't mind hard work.
Well, I think it takes hard work.
Yeah, I got to.
But I guess what I'm trying to get at is I also talk a lot about in my book when you get to know yourself, like you say you do.
Of course, absolutely.
You have like this intuition or this inner voice that you can kind of listen to that tells you where you're going in life or if you're on the right path in life. So when you had a football in your hand, you knew kind of that was your destiny?
Well, it's like you're saying, I know if you could put me anywhere, in the universe and say, okay, where you feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Put me anywhere in Giant Stadium, and listen, I'm as comfortable as I can be in the world, and 'cause that's what I really know, and that's, I know it, I know the game inside out. I know what everybody's supposed to be doing. I know I am the conductor of the orchestra when I'm on that, and then life itself, that's a little harder thing you have to navigate because there's so many different opinions. There's so many different ways you can go.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets very, very bothersome.
Mm-hmm.
But just like you say in the book, you gotta be able to depend on somebody. So let me depend on me. Listen. I got to get comfortable with me before I can get comfortable with somebody else. But
that's so true.
And like I said, there were times I did not, but those times are all with. I believe in me.
Yeah.
I don't give hoot if you believe in me or not, or so and so.
But that's awesome.
Listen, I believe in me, and I believe in me to a point that I'm willing to risk my life on.
And see, that's what everybody listening has to do, believe in themselves. Because if they believe in themselves, they can conquer anything. Okay, let's switch gears. Okay. Golf.
Yes.
Okay, in my book, I talk so much about meditation. And for everybody listening, meditation does not mean you have to sit here and hum or chant. So we were talking earlier about you playing golf. It's kind of like a meditative state, like an escape where you relax your mind and unwind, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I look at golf as something is what I do to cope with what I cope with every day. You know, whether it's whether it's the wife, whether it's the bills, whether it's my the kids, whether it's the car, whether it's the neighbors. I don't care. Listen, that's what I do to cope with them, where I can come back. And when I go go play golf, and I come back into the house, at least I have an open set of mind, open
relax.
mindset where I can listen. At least I can sit there. Okay, what's the problem? Because before I left, I might say, listen, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Right.
And I'll walk on out there. But when I come back, I'm calmed down. Now I can sit there and say, okay, what's the problem?
Because you're in a relaxed state of mind.
Absolutely. And that's what you need to be.
Everyone has to find a passion or something that they love to do that relaxes them.
And a lot of people going to the gym. That's what they that's their,
which is great too.
That's what they want.
But now something that happened with me, and when I had my heart surgery and I couldn't work out, is when I really transformed my life. I used to escape to exercise, to escape reality and escape my stress, and then I would come back and everything would be fine, but I would never deal with it. So then when I couldn't work out and I had to deal with it face on, that's when I really changed. But that's when I started meditating, which kind of might be another escape of relaxation. But I think that's great that you play golf and relax and you love it. You do it every day?
Basically every day. I know my wife would say I do it every day, but there might be a day I miss every now and then.
Now, are you as good as golf as you were at football?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I anything that I like a lot, I'm always going to work at it. So I consider myself a pretty good player. A lot of people consider me a pretty good player.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I tell you, we got the guys that I meet on the golf course and the guys that we play with, and I tell you, there's not a lot of places I would rather be than out there.
Yeah, which is great. You found something you love.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. Before I ask, I just have to give a shout out to Ashley for making my beautiful
Way to go,
Lawrence
Ashley.
Taylor shirt. Yay, Ashley, thank you. My 10-year-old daughter, she's so proud of me, and they both adore you, my kids. So, your son is adorable. He's friends with my son. They went to school together, which, by the way, you were adorable, dropping him off, picking him up, going to the open house. That's cute.
Well, this is my payback. I mean, I didn't, this is, I have older kids, of course, but I was too busy being LT to really take care of them or go to their football games or go trick or treating and stuff. I was too grown to do that, but I was given a second chance to raise my young child, Mally, right now, and I tell you what, it's the bomb. I mean, that's what I like.
He's adorable.
He is, and I'm telling you, like I said, he's pretty much my world right now.
Oh, but that's beautiful, and you're a great dad.
Yeah,
Another secret I have to tell. So we're at your Halloween party, which they turned their whole house into a haunted house, and it was so awesome. And remember that we went to use the restroom, my kids and I, and we ran out of toilet paper. So there's like 150 people at this party, and LT goes in his house, comes out carrying 3 things of toilet paper. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Well, okay.
Again, I think you're adorable.
To a
Sorry,
point.
guys, he's a gentle giant.
To a point.
All right, we got about 2 minutes left. So the last thing I want to ask you, to your son, to my son, to the young boys out there who want to become a great football player like you, or great at anything like you, a legend, the best at your game, what advice would you tell them?
I mean, I don't look at advice. I really can't say what advice I could give somebody. I mean, things like that, man. Because you just gotta let it happen. I mean, you can't force it, and because if you force it and then it don't happen, there's so much disappointment. You just gotta let it happen.
So don't stress about it. Just do it.
You gotta let it happen. Nothing can be done unless you go get out there and practice, though.
Right. Practice,
you have
get
to
it
practice,
done.
but you gotta let it happen.
Okay, they're signaling me. We got it.
Okay.
We're done.
Okay.
I love you, LT. Lauren,
you.
thank you. I appreciate it. Get it done. Just do it. Listen to the legend over here. Thank you. Yay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today and starting your very own journey through transformation. Do not wait to get the perfect weight, find the perfect mate, or the perfect job to become happy. Be happy today. Lisa will continue to help guide you weekly to become more mindful and live in the now. Feed your body healthy and nutritious foods, get your body moving, and feed your mind with positive affirmations. Remember, with a positive mind, your body will react accordingly. Believe, and you will achieve greatness. Namaste. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsor